There's an undeniable energy that surrounds abandoned psychiatric hospitals. It's a haunting blend of sorrow, despair, and the unknown. These institutions, once havens for the mentally ill, now stand as chilling monuments to forgotten practices and the tortured souls who were confined within their walls. Tonight, we delve into the dark history of these asylums, exploring the chilling paranormal legends that continue to draw us to these places. Get ready, because what we're about to uncover will shake you to your core. Waverly Hills Sanatorium. Even the name sends chills down your spine. This Kentucky behemoth saw thousands of tuberculosis patients pass through its doors. Imagine the suffering, the desperation, the echoes of coughs that still linger in the air. This place is a breeding ground for paranormal activity. The energy here is so thick you can cut it with a knife. They say the spirits of patients still roam these halls, trapped between our world and the next. One of the most infamous spots is the body chute, a tunnel where they used to dispose of the deceased. Can you imagine the anguish, the fear, the negative energy that seeped into the very walls of this place? We've investigated this location, and let me tell you, it's not for the faint of heart. We heard disembodied voices, felt temperature drops, and even captured a full-bodied apparition on camera. This is real, folks, the evidence doesn't lie. Waverly Hills is a stark reminder of the dark side of medical history and the spirits that refuse to be forgotten. Danvers State Hospital. This place has inspired some of the most terrifying stories in literature and film. You might recognize it as the inspiration for Arkham Asylum, the infamous institution in the Batman universe. The real-life horrors that unfolded here are the stuff of nightmares. This massive complex was designed to house thousands of patients, but overcrowding and inhumane treatment were rampant. The air inside Danvers is heavy with the weight of suffering. You can feel the despair, the anguish, the echoes of screams that seem to emanate from the very walls. People have reported seeing shadow figures lurking in the corridors, hearing disembodied whispers, and feeling an overwhelming sense of dread. Even the most skeptical investigators have walked away from Danvers shaken to their core. This place is a vortex of paranormal activity, a portal to the darkest corners of the human psyche. Journey with us now across the globe to Beechworth Lunatic Asylum in Victoria, Australia. This imposing structure housed thousands of patients over its 128-year history. The energy here is palpable, a haunting reminder of the suffering endured within its walls. Locals whisper tales of a malevolent entity known as Matron, a former nurse said to roam the halls, her presence marked by the scent of lavender and the feeling of icy fingers brushing against your skin. Within these walls we've witnessed objects moving on their own, doors slamming shut with no explanation, and the chilling sound of children's laughter echoing through the empty corridors. One of the most haunted areas is the former women's wing. It's said to be haunted by the spirit of a young woman who was brutally murdered within its walls. Visitors have reported seeing her apparition, her white gown stained with blood, her eyes filled with an unimaginable sadness. Beechworth is a stark reminder that some wounds run so deep they transcend time itself. From the body chute of Waverly Hills to the imposing facade of Beechworth, these asylums stand as chilling reminders of the fragility of the human mind and the darkness that can fester within the walls of institutions. The stories, the evidence, the overwhelming sense of dread, it all points to a truth that many refuse to accept. We are not alone. These locations are more than just haunted places. They're portals to the past, reflections of our own mortality and the enduring power of the human spirit. They force us to confront the unknown, to question what happens after we cross over. The experiences we've had at these asylums have forever changed us. They've shown us that the veil between our world and the next is thin, and sometimes the spirits of the past refuse to be silenced. So, the next time you find yourself drawn to the shadows of an abandoned asylum, remember the stories, heed the warnings, and be prepared to face the unknown. As we leave behind the haunted halls and the lingering echoes of the past, we are left with one final revelation. The stories we've shared, the evidence we've uncovered, and the chilling encounters we've documented all lead to a single unsettling conclusion. The line between the living and the dead is far more blurred than we dare to admit. These asylums, these forgotten remnants of human suffering and despair, are more than just relics of a bygone era. They are living testaments to the unresolved, the unsettled and the restless spirits that still wander their corridors. And as you ponder the tales we've told, the ghostly whispers and the shadowy figures, ask yourself this: are these manifestations of our deepest fears, or are they glimpses into a reality we are only beginning to understand? If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel. Do you believe these haunted asylums are real or just stories fueled by fear? Let us know in the comments below.